podcast for classic rock and metal legends. From thunderous riffs to iconic anthems, we dive deep into the sounds that shape generations. Crank it up and join the Brothers of Rock. It's time to rock your soul!
Welcome back to Tunes Brothers, where your opinion does not matter. We've got Scotty, Darren, Louie, and Dave. How's it going, guys?
Good.
Wonderful.
All right, Scotty, what do we got going tonight?
Well, we're rounding out the solo albums. It's been very interesting thus far. We've got Mean Gene this time, ending off with the Gene Simmons solo album 1978. And since I'm in the first slot, I will go ahead and give my take on this. I know I've given takes before, but this one's going to be a little different than any of the rest of them I've ever give on this one. This was a whole different listen for me this time with this album because I really did pay attention instead of Peter Criss. Sorry, Pete. It's hard to pay attention with that. Just try to get through that as painful as, less painful as necessary. What I do understand about this is the first one I ever heard out of all of them. And I loved it when I was a kid. Then I got to where I didn't care for it, snubbed it forever, a song or two here and there. And I don't think I give it too good of a review last time me and you did it. And I'm giving it a better review this time because there's a lot of songs on here, not a lot, handful of songs on here that really had potential. And it really, and I will say this, because you're going to have split songs here. There's going to be things I hate about some of these songs, and there's going to be things I love about some of these songs. The best produced solo album by far right here. Sean Delaney produced this album. Peter Criss got somebody to produce his album. He was going to get Sean Delaney, but he wanted somebody else. And when that fell through, he went back to Sean. Sean had already took the job for Gene, and he gets pissed at Sean. But anyway, great job, Delaney. Rest in peace, brother. You've done a fantastic job producing this album. That's my take. It's not bad, as I thought it was.
Darren?
Yeah, I'm kind of there with him. Now, I definitely don't think this should have had the Kiss name on it by any means. Because I don't think there's a single, well, there might be one Kiss-esque song on here. None of it is really The Demon.
Hold that thought. Are you using your board tonight?
Well, not the mic off of it because for some reason the mic is dead.
Okay. Well, just you're a little bassy, but I can hear you. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I really don't think it's much of a Kiss album, except for maybe one song is Kiss-esque. Nothing is really Demon-esque. I think there's a lot of songs that aren't very good. I mean, they're not as horrible as what Pete put out. But did they have potential? Yeah, maybe. I don't know what went through Gene's head when he released these. I don't know how he thought that these were top-notch songs at all, but There are some decent songs on here. Again, I wouldn't say that they were Kiss songs, but better, I would say it's 50-50, except for one, there's one song that didn't belong anywhere, should have never been released. But otherwise, I think there's half that I could have done without, that I could easily skip, and then 5 songs that I could listen to. But I still think there's, for me, really nothing playlist. A couple of songs that I wouldn't mind coming on, and I wouldn't necessarily skip them, but I wouldn't really want to like be cruising down the highway and add them to a playlist if I was on a road trip. But that's where I'm at.
Louie, you're muted.
Okay, well, Scott walked out of the room. I wanted to address his producer thing for Peter Criss. That was Vinnie Poncia who did the Peter Criss album, who also did Dynasty, and I believe Unmasked. They tried getting that producer for the sake of Peter to keep him, try to stay on board or whatever, but I guess that just didn't work. As for the songs, yeah, some of them had potential. They could be reworked, but the Kiss logo belongs on that album, whether you think the Kiss songs are Kiss-like or not, because they're contracted under the Kiss banner to put out those albums. So the Kiss banner has to be on the album. I was really surprised that there is one very demon-esque song on the album that's kind of subtle, and not people would recognize it unless you really pay attention to the lyrics. But I'll get to that song when I make it my number, and I'll explain why I placed it where I did and why it's a very demon-esque type song. And that's all I have for now.
Down Under.
Yeah, look, for the most part, I like a lot of these songs. It's just unfortunate there's those 3 or 4 that are so bad that it just drags the album down. But I've always actually had a soft spot for this album. I agree with what Darren said. It's not really the Gene Simmons you would expect. But I actually like his voice when he sings it a bit softer anyway. So it wasn't as bad as I thought. And it's way above Peter Criss's album. So.
Yeah. I'd probably put Monster above Peter Criss's album. I had a very different listen to this as well, and I checked myself by listening again today. Yeah, it's not the demon, if that's what you're looking for, but to say it's not Gene Simmons, one of my epiphanies here is a lot of these songs are sung in the same vein and same fashion as Plaster Caster, Almost Human, very Love Gun Gene, some Beatles-esque stuff mixed in there, but it's very even rock and roll over-ish when you're looking at he takes the demon growl up, but he's got that same tone. In fact, a lot of the guitar riffs in this are a Love Gun sounding, not the song, the album sounding rhythms. And my God, I enjoyed the hell out of this, not once, but twice. And don't put thumbs up yet, Scott, because I'm about to piss you and about 100,000 other fucking Ace Frehley fans off. This is now my second favorite solo album. If you forget about looking for a hard rock album and just are looking for really good songs, that's this album. The production, like Scott said, is off the charts, and probably to Scott's chagrin, female singers up and down this help make this album. This is very 60s and 70s rock, dated, sure, but I enjoyed it way more than I ever have. And Ace Frehley's I like, but I have to be in the right mood to put up with, like Darren had commented on that video, his endless whiny droning on all those songs. This is a very well sung and performed album. So there you go.
I agree.
Oh,
I actually saw
I think
I
we
saw
need
someone
to take
put-
a time out here. We may have just saw the maturation of the Rob Father.
For today.
What are you
What were
smoking?
you saying, Dave?
Oh, someone put in the comments that about Paul Stanley's solo album, saying, he can only listen to it in bits and pieces because he finds Paul Stanley's voice hard to take.
Oh, that guy's an idiot. Yeah,
Man, I'm
so
thinking,
that guy's an idiot. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to like Paul. You don't even have to like the songs or the style, but anybody who dismisses the vocal effort on that album by Paul Stanley is beyond simple and really has no business speaking on music at all. So whoever you are, that's to you.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, Scott.
I will say that I agree with you on that because it hit me better this time too. I really did listen to it like 3 times, maybe more.
Better.
And except for the last song, I didn't listen to it at all. I know what the hell it sounds like, but anyway, this to me was a missed opportunity for Gene. Now, I'm not going to kiss its ass all the way, but I feel like, Gene and Paul, especially around the Destroyer Rock and Roll Over era, even Peter talks about it in his book. They were fighting for the stage front all the time. And Gene, of course, had the most fans when they started getting big because of his persona, But if he wanted to literally try to upstage Paul with these solo albums, Gene could have done it if he would have used the right Kiss vibe with this album. I'm talking about for the fans of the 70s. I'm not saying he's a better singer, but we talked about it before, God of Thunders, all that stuff, heaviness. But I do love the voice he uses on here.
He did use his demon voice on one song when he counts off 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
On Burning Up with Fever.
Yes. Okay. It's no surprise. My number 11. Y'all did get 11, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's When You Wish Upon a Star. I mean, it's so hideous that I did not even listen to it the whole time I was redoing this. I don't need to. I've heard it enough. Too damn much. So, and I don't understand Gene, of course, broken record here. Look, man, everybody knows where you come from at this point in time. Everybody knows that you were a poor immigrant child with a single mom. Okay. But you don't have to put that on your album, not a Kiss album. That could be something you could release later on a video or something like that. See what I'm saying? I don't understand the whole point. I didn't understand it when I was 8 years old. It really fucking slung me back against the wall because I was looking at it When You Wish Upon a Star before it played. What the hell is he going to do to this, right? But anyway, that's my number 11.
Yeah. Ring the Bell.
Can I just say real quick? I better have to ring a bell every time on this round. If not, there's going to be some serious shit given.
Yeah, I can already tell that Lewis probably has this at his number 1. The only comment I'm going to make about this one is this song is so horrendous. I imagine that this was the featured song on the Lolita Express flight to Epstein Island. This is how fucking bad this song is.
Yeah.
You
Louis.
When You Wish Upon a Star is the best fucking song in the world. And that's why I put it at number 11. But I just want to say this. I didn't put it there because how bad the song is. I put it there because how terrible Gene starts off that first verse with that horrible vocal. When the song outros and he does his final verse, if he sang it that way, he would have been a little bit better. But that vocal at the beginning, "When you wish upon a star," forget it. That song is no fucking good. He ruined it. And I'm saying I'm not a big fan of the song, but if he sang it better, we probably would have respected it more. But that's the end of that. Done.
Down under. Oh, Scott's got a time up.
Hold on, Dave. I want to say this or I'll forget it. This is most of Peter's solo album and Hold Me, Touch Me on Paul's album. His voice is not built for that, just like Gene's is not built for that. All right.
Well, I'm about to break the Kiss universe because you ain't ringing the bell.
You can't.
For as much as I don't think it fits on the album, there is a song on this album that I cannot stand. I never could. And that is Tunnel of Love.
God.
It annoys the shit out of me every time I hear it. And I'm sticking it at number 11.
No. No, Dave. You can't.
And I'm not joking.
You're going to have to resend his invite.
You can't be gay.
No, I'm not gay. Lots of kids grew up on Disney's When You Want to Start. I don't think they're all gay. I didn't say
Gene Simmons.
I liked it. I just said I prefer it to Ton of Love.
I promise you, every male that likes that song is at least bisexual.
I didn't say I liked the song. I just said
He said he wasn't gay. He didn't say he wasn't bi.
I dislike Ton of Love more.
All right, well, I can't even comprehend a way that I could possibly express my utter fucking disappointment in Australia, all of Australia, and
hey, don't blame all Australia.
It's so fucking bad, and I'm not putting this on Gene. The song sucks. In every version that's ever been recorded that I have ever heard, the song sucks. Disney sucks. Everything about this tutti frutti shit sucks. And to put Hold Me, Touch Me down this low is a fucking disgrace to terrible pop songs like Hold Me, Touch Me. This isn't even that. This is just garbage. Nobody should have ever. Liza Minnelli shouldn't do this song. Nobody should ever do this song. And no one should ever listen to it or play it again. So there you go.
I agree. And I will take up for Disney back in the day. I did like Disney, but I was like Rob. I was a Looney Tunes guy. I was Bugs Bunny and all them. And I wanted to tell you something. When I was at Six Flags, guess what? They still got the bunch dressed up down there. I like to fell out, dude. Sylvester, Bugs Bunny, walking around, dude. I couldn't believe it, man. I thought
I saw you and your daughter's picture with the Joker.
Yeah, I know. And I don't know why we didn't take a picture with those. I think there was a line of kids, so we didn't wait for Tweety Bird and all them. But yeah. But anyway, it was good to see that they were still going along with the Looney Tunes characters down there.
You know they're not real, don't you?
But anyway.
Huh? You know they're not
real. They're real, man.
Before you get to before you go to your next one, Scott, I will say, Dave, that When You Wish Upon a Star had better be fucking number 10.
I just want to say one thing before we get going to Scott's number 10. When I did like the song When You Wish Upon a Star when Gene did it, I had a girlfriend. I was only thinking of her, and smoking sausage was never on my mind. Okay? So there's no bisexuality just because you happen to like the song. I
don't think it's a sausage smoking song, to be honest.
No, I don't think so either. But most of us put it at 11 where we believe it belongs.
And I did.
You must really hate Tunnel of Love.
Damn. I do hate Tunnel of Love.
My
There is
God.
nothing about that song that I like.
You know, me and
Wow.
Dave are very, very similar in our music tastes, and that is getting thrown out the fucking window on this one. I can see it already.
All right.
All
I guess
right.
we're
We're
ready.
still the same, Rob.
Same but different. There you go.
Oh, there's always going to be, one that doesn't match.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I have to.
based on what you're saying, there's going to be two that don't match because almost
Okay.
more upsetting that you didn't put When You Wish Upon a Star 11 is that you put Tunnel of Love at 11. So,
Yeah. And number 10. Now I do applaud you for standing your ground. If you don't like Tunnel of Love and it's your worst song, then that's what you do.
I
And I
don't.
knew I was gonna-
You should always look to please me. I'm not impressed with standing your ground.
I knew I was going to cop shit as soon as I thought, I've got to, I can't. I've got to be honest.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
I agree. Always Near You, Nowhere to Hide for number 10. And the only reason I put it there is this song could have had potential, kind of like a couple of other slower Beatles-esque type songs on here, but this just never. It's damn. Ain't it the longest song on here? But anyway, it may be. It may not be.
No, it's second longest.
Okay,
No, it's the longest. By 10 seconds, it's the longest.
But only, the longest song is 419. This is 412.
Yeah.
So
no, you're right.
what?
I don't know whether you guys noticed this, but every song on this, when I listened to it, seemed like it was longer than the time it said. I kept thinking,
that
4 minutes gone already? Come on, hurry up.
you
It
got
all seemed long.
The reason I put it there is because I never really cared much for this song anyway, but I like the production, like I said, like the way Gene sings, but this song really doesn't build at all. It don't really take you anywhere, man. It's kind of a depressing song almost to me. Now that's my opinion on it. So that's why it wound up number 10.
All right. Well, ring the bell again because I messed up with Scott one more time.
Cheaters.
My comment here, to me, the way the song starts out, it almost had a vibe from a song from, or a sound from The Elder, right? It almost had that kind of, okay.
I'm going to spoil my take because that's exactly what I said to Shannon, and I got it in my notes. It has an Under the Rose vibe to the verses.
But then I said, except it blows, right?
Yes.
I mean, it has that sound, and I wanted to. What year did The Elder come out?
81.
81.
Yeah.
Okay, but yes, it had that kind of vibe to it, but yet it wasn't anywhere near that song. But yet that's what it sounded like to me today. But it just completely fell short because, like I've said before, that's one of my favorite albums from Kiss was Music from the Elder. And I think that's why it let me down. Is I had high hopes for it when I was listening to it today, but yet it just kept falling short. So I put it at 10.
Did he just do a Peter Criss short there? Don't Let Me Down.
Yeah, he did.
Damn sure didn't he?
Yeah.
I guess
Louie.
All right, number 10. I put the song's kind of upbeat and everything, but I just don't. I think one of the reasons I don't like it is the happy, clappy choir, and you can hear Helen Reddy's voice dominating the whole choir. True Confessions. That song I used to like it as a kid, but I don't care for it now. And it's that's where I placed it, number 10. On to Dave.
So would you all be upset if I said I matched Louis with number 10?
I'd be happy.
Number 10 is When You Wish Upon a Star. Okay. I don't like the song, but as I said, I can tolerate it more than Tunnel of Love. But nothing else is good about it.
All right. Number 10. Always near you, nowhere to hide. I fucking hate these two songs in one fucking things. It's never been done well by any band ever that's tried this crap, and I think we ran into it with Van Halen and some of these Black Sabbath, maybe somewhere around there. Someone did these Slash songs where it's two songs in one.
Twisted Sister.
Yeah, it just doesn't fucking work. Just do two separate songs. Like Scott said, it never really builds. It just switches to another song. It does have that under the rose or, vibe. But this one, to Dave's credit, is one I thought, Jesus Christ, is it ever going to be fucking over? But it's only 4 minutes and 12 seconds. I will say the one positive is that epic scream that you so rarely hear, usually in a Gene studio album. Maybe around, that's the other thing I was going to say, maybe around Asylum, because he's got that Love Gun-esque / Asylum voice going on here, and he's pulling off some of them screams, at least on this song, which he's never, ever done live. So I guess we all know that Gene's high voice is under studio perfect circumstances. But anyways, I don't hate the song. It just goes nowhere and takes forever to get there.
To me, he does the Paul Stanley "I Was Made for Loving You" before Paul Stanley did it.
Yeah. Yep.
It might have been him doing it in the studio.
He claims to hate doing that, right?
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that I do like the rest of the songs to a certain degree.
Me too.
Those two, I just really don't care for. But every one of these next group of songs, there's something about them that I like.
Quick public service announcement. I've had some real stomach issues lately. And through research, I found out it's probably a bacterial infection in the lower intestine. So they suggested probiotics. And I got
all
this
the anal
one from,
sex, Rob.
Yeah. Fuck off. From Synergy. This is called gingerberry. You get that? Gingerberry. Now, it's got over 1 billion living probiotics that'll be probing around and eating out all of the stuck poop or whatever the deal is in my intestines, right? But when you hear gingerberry, you assume what? It's going to taste like ginger and berry. Don't ever fucking buy this unless you like drinking straight apple cider vinegar, because that's all it fucking tastes like. I'm choking it down. It is absolutely fucking brutal. And with that, go ahead.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Is that sponsored?
I won't buy it now.
Yes. Good choice.
Song number 9 that I used to have, I guarantee you last time we done this was close to the front. Not number 1, but it was a lot closer. This one did not grab me. This was a childhood song that I liked. And I guess nostalgia played a lot into it over the years. But it's sung good. The acoustic guitar that I'm not crazy about. You know that. Acoustics on this album, I like. That's a very rare thing. Mr. Make Believe. I mean, it's just another song that kind of follows the one we just talked about. It just doesn't really build anywhere or go anywhere. And the chorus, make believe, just, I don't know, man. I don't know why I like it, but it's number 8 now. So.
Dayron.
8, I thought it would be 9.
9, yeah. I said Dayron.
No. Scott said 8.
Oh.
Oh, damn, I got busted. Louis got me.
All right. At number 9, this is where I have the song True Confessions. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with the background singers on this song, or on this album. On some songs, I think it really works, and on some songs, I think it doesn't. On this one, it's the piano and the background singers that is predominant through the chorus that I think ruins the song, which I didn't think it was all that good to begin with. So that's why True Confessions comes in at number 9. Lewis.
Okay,
Skolnick.
thank you. Oh, number
No way.
9. That's it's the song that starts off with the Oriental Samisan or pipa. It's
Who just left?
Darren.
Oh, okay.
It's the one with the Asian sounding guitar in the beginning, or like a Japanese lute 3-string type instrument.
I would appreciate it if you weren't. I'd appreciate it if you weren't racist.
There's nothing racist to what I said.
Just go ahead and say Mexicans and Indians too while you're at it.
It's a Japanese instrument, and it's meant to sound that way. It's a 3-string lute type instrument. And but anyway, I put it number 9 because there are songs that work with the female backup vocalist and songs that don't work. And if this is one was sped up and took out those, I think it's Donna Summer singing backup for that one, would have been a lot better of a song. But since it's not a better song, or at least I can't judge a song based on potential. I have to lay it to where it is. So there you go. Burn Up with Fever, number 9.
I was going to say, is he going to tell us which song it was?
Yeah, I was going to say, what the hell? What are you talking about?
I figured you already knew about when I talk about the intro, the Japanese instrument and everything.
As soon as you were being racist, I shut off. So
Yeah. Well, at least he didn't say Negroes. There you go.
If my knees grew, I'd be taller.
Good God. Dave.
Number 9, I'd match with Darren. I've gone with True Confessions. Like the rest of you, it's okay, except when it gets to the chorus, and that's when I have to agree with what Scotty normally says, and the female backing singers absolutely destroy it.
Oh, okay.
And I don't normally say that about the backing female singers, but this one is horrible.
I don't know who you are, but could we have the real Dave back, please?
No, we got Dave back, man. Yeah.
All right.
He'll
What
be
order
back.
do we had Darren up here. I can't hear you,
Yep,
Darren, but you
that's
got
it.
time. It's not your turn anyway. All right. So it has been a long fucking time since me and Scott have been in sync on anything. But so far, When You Wish Upon a Star, Always Near You, Nowhere to Hide, and my number 9, Mr. Make Believe. Right there with Scott on all 3. It is very Beatles-esque. I do like his falsettos and harmonies, and musically it's really soothing, but it's a little lackluster. Still like it, but it's just, it is where it is.
Yep. If it's nostalgia, then that's what it is. I still like the song. Anyway, number 8, Living in Sin at the Holiday Inn with the fantastic Cher and her daughter, right? Or is it just her daughter? I can't remember.
I think it's just Cher, but they'd have to, nowadays, you'd have to call it Living in Sin at the Holiday Inn Express.
Living in Sin at the Holiday Inn Express. Yes.
There you go.
Okay. And chorus is this is another song that this is one that has potential now. But whatever the ooh God, Jaka, ooh God, going in, that song that come out in the early 70s starts out
Hooked on a Feeling.
Yeah, deep inside of me. Yeah. It sounds like that chorus almost in this song. Bits and pieces of it, man. And I just don't, I never got that. Now, the rest of the song's not that bad. The hell, the phone call don't even bother me. I know Rob hates that shit, but it's that chorus that kills it for me. And this will be a theme for me for the next few songs. Living in Sin, number 6. All right.
Got your AOL back up and running, Darren?
I think so. I think my board is completely dying.
Holy fuck, I can hear you clear now.
Yeah, I think my board is slowly dying, everything on it. So I just hope I don't get the echo piece that Scotty gets with using without being able to use headphones. All right. I know Scotty's completely confused with numbers. He must be wearing shoes and he can't count toes. Number 8, I have Mr. Make Believe. The only comment I have is too Beatles-esque for me. So that's my number 8. Lewis?
Number 8, there's another song that the female background vocals ruined the song, and it could have been a much better song.
I'm sorry. I thought Scott already went.
Didn't Scott go already?
Yeah, I'm just
he's the one who uses that.
Usually Scott's the one shitting on the female singers. Tonight it's you.
Well,
We're gonna get there.
sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But Tunnel of Love is the song has potential, but should be reworked. So that's why it's number 8.
All right. Well, number 8, Scotty's going again because I've got Burning Up with Fever. It's a stupid fucking intro. Once again, the verses are okay, but the female vocals on the chorus just absolutely ruin it. So we're all Scottying tonight.
All right.
Are you yawning or you just don't get it, Rob?
All right. Thanks for watching tonight. And Jesus Christ. I apologize to all music enthusiasts that enjoy good vocals, both male and female, for my obviously impaired.
Coming from one of the world's biggest misogynists.
Yeah, but not musically. I love the female voice musically.
Well, so do I, but not in these ones.
Shut up. All right. Number 8 for me, Man of a Thousand Faces. This has got a very, very cool intro, goes right into the verse, the melodic chorus, and I love the strings and symphony. You can never go wrong with strings and symphony. So Man of a Thousand Faces.
Okay. We finally got off there a little bit, didn't we? Side to side, whatever. Anyway, number 7, and this actually is a damn good song when the verses are being sung. That's why it made it up this high. But the chorus just destroys it. True confession. Gosh almighty, dude. Can we get any more annoying than that as a chorus? And
Yeah, save your love.
I guess it could have had a North Carolina accent.
Oh hell no, that would have been worse. But
yeah, you asked me if it got more annoying. I said, yeah, I could have had a North Carolina accent.
Yeah, okay, all right. I missed that. Then you're right. You're right. But anyway, this is one of the songs that could have been. You look, I've got nothing against the female vocals when I feel like it fits the song. I know we differ on that, of course. But some of these songs could have really been heavy songs, the way he's singing them, really good, with heavier guitars, and get rid of those damn chicks in some of these songs, man. But then again, this chorus here, I don't know if the guys could have pulled this one off or not. But the verses are fantastic. The music, it sounds really good. So, True Confessions, number 11.
You always prefer it if the girls can pull it off, but
hey.
All right. At number 7, I have the song Tunnel of Love. If this song title was a Jeopardy answer, the question would be, what is written on the back of Louis' sweatpants? This song is monotone and repetitive. If I didn't know any better, I would have guessed that this song was written and sung by Ace. It's just not very good. But because the songs before it were worse, it comes in at number 7.
Okay, get ready for a shocker, And Rob's probably going to shut down the cast right away when I say it. So here we go. Great opening, but the song that goes into kind of disappoints and it doesn't match up with the opening. Radioactive, number 7.
Okay, Rob, did you have to Google how to spell misogynist?
Fuck yes, I did. you know, and I did it. I typed it in. Well, I'm honest, if anything. I typed it in and it never gave me the squiggly line saying it was wrong. I'm like, there's no way I got it right on my first shot. So I Googled it and I had it way wrong.
I've never spelled the damn thing either. So there you go.
You didn't have the North Carolina spell check, did you?
I never bothered with words that the left uses.
Yeah, brother.
What an asshole for fucking calling me out on that.
Since misogyny is on the cards, my number 7 is See You in Your Dreams. I don't understand why he had to re-record it anyway. But once again, the female...
Hey, be thankful he did, because When You Wish Upon a Star made the album, which signified he was out of fucking material. So if he wouldn't have put that on, we would have probably had some other gay Disney tune from the 40s.
It's the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. It would have been good. Gene does Disney.
Oh,
but anyway,
man.
yeah. Same reasons as the other ones. Just don't like the female in the chorus.
All right, what number are we up to?
7.
7. 7, I got True Confessions. Did I match anybody?
Right here.
Scotty? We're back on track, Scott.
Yep.
It's not a bad song. I like the piano. It sounds a lot like the Christine 16 piano playing on here. Maybe a little of Once Bitten, Twice Shy precursor. Of course, I don't know when the original Once Bitten, Twice Shy was actually released. But either way, I don't mind. Usually I don't care for piano. I love keyboard and synthesizer and stuff, but I'm usually not a big piano fan. This one worked. It was kind of Bob Seger-esque. The female singers, yeah, they weren't at their best according to the rest of this stuff for me, but it's a decent song.
Agree. All right. Number 6. And one of my favorites back in the day, and you hit it just a little while ago. I think you touched on this, Rob. Or no, somebody did. I don't know if it was you or not. The symphony works in this.
Yeah.
It really does work in Man of a Thousand Faces.
Yeah.
And I've always liked that song. Always have. Gene sings it. He's got those screams in it too. It's a almost demented song / soothing song. It's a twisted fucking song, but it's good. It makes sense.
Yeah.
I like it. I always have. Just awesome. In my opinion, Man of a Thousand Faces with a symphony. Great. Number 6.
All right. Well, I matched up with Mr. Clean again at number 6, Man of a Thousand Faces. Yeah, the only note I really had in here is that the chorus is okay. Yeah, the symphony is good in here. I just something about the delivery is what made me put it at 6 rather than anything higher. That's the part that I felt was the weakest, I guess. But it's okay. This is one I think with a little bit of work or rearrangement, it probably could have been better. But that would be the end of the weaker songs. I think from here on, those would be the ones that I could definitely give it a pass, right? These are the ones that I wouldn't feel the overwhelming urge to skip going forward. Lewis?
Thank you. The song that Scott was thinking of earlier for Living in Sin is Hooked on a Feeling by Blue Suede, or Swede, I don't know what the hell they call themselves, which is a remake of the B.J. Thomas song, who's famous for singing Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. I put I put Living in Sin at number 6 because of the Cher part. If she was omitted and all you heard was a cool bass solo for a time period, that definitely would have made the song shoot up to number 1 or 2. But at this point, it stays at number 6. Dave.
Number 6 for me is Always Near You, Nowhere to Hide. And thank God there are no female backing singers in this one to ruin it. I actually like the way this song is structured, though. This is where it starts to be the good songs. And I love female singers, so.
I disagree. In fact, if there's any truth to the fact that the warning watches their reactors, perhaps they're watching the Toombs Brothers stuff in their downtime as well. And I would just like to point out that Down Under Dave, who has done nothing but take a big shit on the chest of female singers through this entire video, is the one that wants me to bring you an album for him, for you to sign for him. Just keep that in mind. You feel free to say, no, Rob, you're awesome, but fuck that Dave guy. I ain't signing shit.
If the warning were doing the backing vocals in this, I'm sure it'd be great. But they weren't alive, so.
All right. Number 6 to me, the ultimate Beatles type song on this album, See You Tonight. And I believe, didn't they do this on Kiss Unplugged too?
That's the only one.
Yeah, it was fabulous then. It's fabulous now. Awesome harmony on here. He does such a good job with that Beatles-esque. And another thing I noticed with this album, there's a lot of, you can tell he was responsible for a big part of that Wicked Lester sound. Love it or hate it, it really does come through on some of these songs. Thank God he's not singing about, relatives that are, flotation devices, but, a good song nonetheless.
Yeah. All right. Number 5. I don't know if everybody has shit on this song yet. I know a few of you have. And damn, I would have back in the day. I really would have. I think this is one where the female vocals are absolutely spectacular.
Say it.
I'm going to take up for the females on this one.
Say it.
Ton of love, man. I love that. Yeah, I mean, they hit it on the head with this one, man. I love it. Not literally, Dave. I know what you're thinking. But anyway.
You like the tunnel of love. Yes, you do.
Waiting on you or Darren to throw something out on that one. But anyway, the chorus it fits this one. This song here has totally done a 180 for me, man, over the years. This time, I don't know why, but I really liked it a lot. So, Tunnel of Love, number 5. First time ever.
I'm also going with a song that has background or backup singers on number 5. And I'm going with the catchy tune, Burning Up with Syphilis. I mean, Burning Up with Fever. At number 5. I think it's a catchy tune. I mean, it's not the greatest song on here, but like I said, I think it's a fun listen. Burning Up with Fever. Lewis.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Darren. I put at number 5, Man of 1,000 Faces. I love the song, but I really love the way it closes out when all the guitars come in. It gets tougher and goes out that way. That's what makes the song even better than what it is. It ends well. So Man of 1,000 Faces is number 5.
All right, I love the song too, but what I don't love is the last 2 turns here, your pleasantries and politeness. I don't care for that at all.
Don't worry. I'm going to get brutal.
No. I'm talking about your graciousness to Darren for passing it on to you. It's really annoying.
Well, I think it's the way it should be.
How can you possibly get brutal from here when you're going to do the better songs? You haven't been brutal at all yet. The better songs are more brutal. Okay.
I'm going to get brutal.
You know,
to you
Lou.
guys.
Lou does everything backwards. If 5 songs are worthy of number one goes to number 6. Lou doesn't make sense.
Lou makes total sense.
Okay, number 5 for me is Living in Sin. I don't like the intro. I don't like Cher's part, but I do like the backing singers on this one. I know they're male, but I do like them. It's a
You
catchy
just can't
tune.
help yourself. That's on behalf of every female who may or may not be forced to watch this video.
I apologize.
Yeah, right. All right.
Most of these women were not alive when you were born, or you weren't alive when they were born.
All right. Number 4 or 5. Number 5. Here up
5.
is I would listen to every day and have no problem with it. And number 5 is Burning Up with Fever. I love that ironic out of tune nylon acoustic beginning, followed up by Lovely. I think it's fucking hilarious. And then it goes into an epic song with an awesome chorus with powerful female backup singers. Amazing song.
Wow. Man, that's awesome. I mean, for you to say that.
I know. It's fucking fabulous.
I am really curious about this one more than any of them from the past. But anyway, number 4, and you just said it, Burning Up with Fever. Dude, I never thought I would ever like this song that great, but I always loved how the verses go. Gene is damn near demonic when he starts this. This starts rocking, bro. He's fucking Gene for a moment. Literally.
This is the one that reminds me almost the guitar tone of Almost Human in that intro, that groove. It's just badass.
What is he saying? I'm the gifted giver. Like, yeah, man. Really
I'm the gift and giver.
Yeah, the gift and okay. He's really pulling Gene off for a moment on this album. Hey. And now I will say the chicks doing the chorus with him their vocals are good, but it is the chorus itself that brings it down to number 4 for me. And that's not bringing it too damn far. That's how good the song is. Yeah. You know, they stretch the chorus out really high. You know, that's the only weak part of the song, in my opinion. I think the rest of it is absolutely flawless.
Well said.
All right. At number 4, this is where I placed the song Living in Sin. I know that Rob really loves the phone call section, but that's the part I hate. Not just no, I think the whole song, I don't mind the phone call. I think the whole song works. I just can't believe that I can't believe Cher that anybody would like that. Ugh, ick, phooey. Anyway, Living in Sin. Number 4. Lewis.
Yes. I was just going to jump in there to freaking please Rob. Just, hate to use
no please and thank yous on my show. Only rudeness.
Okay. Well, anyway, here's a song that you guys obviously not going to have. You're obviously going to have it higher up than this, and you're probably going to say I'm nuts for putting it where I'm going to put it. But I just can't help but knowing that the original version is much better, but it's still good enough to make number 4. See You in Your Dreams. Those crazy women vocals, I don't know what to think of it, whether I like it or hate it. See you, and he dreams all that stuff going on. But it's good enough to rank it number 4, in my opinion.
You better like it, Louis, otherwise you'll get told off. I put up some memorabilia for you to have a look at too, Rob.
On the notebook?
Yeah. No, on the.
Oh, gotcha. Fucking horrible.
That doesn't mean.
Oh boy.
My signatures better not look like that. Number 4 for me is Man of a Thousand Faces. I just love the way Gene sings this. I like the song. The orchestra's great. It probably would have been higher before, but just the last few listens I did in the last couple of days, it's dropped a little bit, but it's still a great song. And I know there's no female vocalist in it, but it's got nothing to do with it.
All right. Number 4. Living in Sin. Cool intro. The vocals on this are awesome. I love this and Radioactive were the only 2 songs I would listen to as a kid because they're the only 2 that had some semblance of the Gene I knew from the Kiss days. Honestly, the phone call wouldn't bother me if you could at least understand what the fuck Cher's saying.
You can't.
It just sounds like a chipmunk on helium, talking like an auctioneer. I even Googled it and tried to follow along with what people said, and it's close, but it don't bother me because there's such a cool ass bass line going on during that thing that you almost forget that dumb bitch is talking. Just a great song. Always loved it. Always will.
Females, pay attention.
Do you guys have a problem with Cher?
That's just Cher. That's just Cher that my problem. And I like some of Cher's music, but she is obnoxious on this song.
She's a dumb bitch.
Yes. Well, politically, she's an absolute fucking moron, but that's another subject.
Okay. Number 3. I know everybody's probably thinking this is going to be number 1, but it ain't. I do love the Insane. Now, this is you putting this record on for the first time, man. And you're hearing that one of the, if not the most wickedest intros ever. Literally freaking awesome. You're preparing yourself for pure evil. That's what you're preparing yourself for. And the song kind of lets you down after the intro, but it's still a good song. Radioactive, still a good song. I always liked it. It's always been around the top, of this record, man. It's actually sung good, like Rob says, a kind of a Kiss tone to it. And it deserves number 3. So it's not bad at all.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah.
You pulled the same face my first girlfriend did when she gave me a head job.
I just finished this nasty shit and I'll never buy it again.
She pulled the same face.
The trick to that is to have a lot of gingerbread flavored candy and anything like pineapple juice.
Yeah, you meant to drink a lot of it.
Yeah. After a blowjob.
No, drink it before.
To make it better for the female.
It's a public service announcement too.
Yes. My wife's saying bullshit, but they swear to God it works. You all right, Darren?
Yeah, I had something inappropriate to say, but
let it go.
No, I'll save everybody. All right. What are we at? 3. At number 3, this is where I put the song "See You in Your Dreams." I happen to like everything about it. And I guess you guys have talked about re-recorded. Was there a previous version to this song that I'm not aware of?
Rock and Roll Over.
Oh, okay.
2 years before.
Yeah. All right. No, I like it. Obviously good enough to put it at number 3. I think everything was done very well on this. So I'm going to hand it off to the guy who looks like somebody drew a face on a thumb. Lewis?
All right, I don't know what the fuck you guys are listening to or how you listen to this song, and I'm going to explain a lot of things. Number one, Dave, you are wrong. It does have female vocals in it in the second half. Number two, it's his most demon-esque song. It's a love song from a vampire, and the song does build up with each time it cycles around. It's got more instrumentation, more orchestra. The bass comes in, and it has all this great stuff, great build-up. It's just the way it closes out. What sucks about the song, but Always Near You was a wicked bitchin' song. And if you look at that album cover, you can imagine him singing that song the way that album cover looks. So
Yeah,
I actually ranked this one
great.
quite high and didn't mention any female singers.
You said it has no female singers in it.
No, I said that in
You
Living
said
in
it
Sin.
No, you said it for Always Near You.
I said Living in Sin.
Louis, you had me at Dave.
Hello?
You were wrong.
You had me at hello.
You can apologize to me in the comments when you watch this back. Thank you.
I will post a timestamp to show you that I'm right.
You're wrong. I said Living in Sin didn't have any female.
Well, we'll see.
We will see.
'Cause
I said it.
pretty
I know.
much waited.
And you're just throwing me off
Living in
mine.
Sin does have female backup singers.
Kids.
Not
Kid,
according
brother.
to. Well, I don't go with the children. So
Let's just give it to Louis. He started it off correct. Nothing past Dave. You were wrong. Matters.
just because I picked When You Wish Upon a Star as number 10, I'm wrong for the whole episode. Number 3 for me is the False Advertising song. It's got a perfect intro. Love the female vocal through the intro. But after the intro, the song is just completely different. I'm talking about Radioactive. Like you hear that intro, you're thinking, "Whoa, here we go." And then it's just a pop rock song that follows it. It's a good pop rock song.
Yeah.
But it is a little bit of false advertising.
Correct.
But it has always been one of my favorites. I could have just done the song without the intro, really, and just had the intro as a separate intro. But
yeah,
because I know you like intros.
We would have had to then add it to Radioactive for the Reagan King anyway. So what's the difference?
Yeah, maybe.
All right, number 3 for me. All of You Can Burn in Hell. From the
Gotta burn
opening
in hell.
wicked bass intro to the chorus delivery, the female around singing with different parts from multiple different female singers, a wicked guitar solo, Tunnel of Love. This is like my newest fucking favorite fucking song that's Kiss related. That chorus, I can't wait. Other than the bass intro, I can't wait to get to that chorus. It's just fucking amazingly different.
I bragged on that.
Well, Scott or Dave put it number fucking 11.
He damn sure did, didn't he? I forgot about
Hello,
that.
When You Wish Upon a Star.
All right, I'm done.
All
Number
right.
2 to Scotty.
Number 2, oh man, hold on a second. Number 2, I'll give you, hold on.
Show and
So,
tell.
Louis, you were saying Dave is wrong?
Yeah, I when he said this song has no female to it, and he mentioned the song Always Near You, and stuck in my craw, and I had to
Living in
wait.
Sin.
Maybe he misspoke and thought he said something else, but if
Someone's
this thing
apologizing in the comments, and I can't wait to see it.
Thanks, Louis.
There's
I
a damn
accept.
commercial.
we'll see. I will
You have
try
two
and
laws?
save it.
Somebody pull up on the computer and find out if the Hurricanes or the Panthers are winning right now.
All right, got it. Go ahead.
Anyway, number 2, See You in Your Dreams. It is a rocking song. I do not
3-2
care-
at the end of the second.
What?
Panthers. Panthers 3-2 at the end of the second.
Gosh almighty. Well, at least it's just one goal. We got one period left. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. See You in Your Dreams. It's a rocking tune. It's a Kiss song. Rock and Roll Over. And I like the Rock and Roll Over version better, but this one's not bad. But I do not like the chick backing vocals on this.
Oh, rip into him.
No,
Because
I expect it from Scott.
it's not the same, but the solo's not bad, but the solos, it's not that great either. I mean, it's okay. It's just play the song like it was if you're going to play the solo.
But then why do it? Then why do it at all? If he wasn't going to completely, reimagine it, why do it?
Well, he done that with the chick backup singers, man, but at least play the solo.
Do we know, did Gene write this song back in the rock and roll over days? Maybe this is something he brought from his personal life and Paul or the label or whoever producers made him make it more rock, and this is the way he always imagined it.
Gene's the sole writer on that song.
His explanation for it was he thought it could be better than it was on Rock and Roll Over.
Well, why didn't he make it better on Rock and Roll Over?
Impossible. That's perfect on Rock and Roll Over.
So, but it made it to number 2. I like it that much. So,
all right. Sure. Number 2 is "See You Tonight." Even though to me this has, I think, kind of that Beatles influence, it actually works more for this song than it did on some earlier songs. There's only one song on here that beat it out for me, but I think "See You Tonight" is, again, it's number 2 for a reason. I think it's that good. Not quite playlist yet for me, but it's still a damn good song. Luis,
number 1 playlist. Number 2, a lot of people kind of claim this to be a Beatles song, but it's really more of a George Harrison song in the vein of "My Sweet Lord."
It was a
"See You
Beatles
Tonight" by Gene Simmons. You interrupt, Dave.
Louis, you are aware that George Harrison was a Beatle, right?
Yeah, but I'm talking about as a group, the Beatles. This sounds more like specifically a George Harrison song.
But they all wrote their own songs anyway, didn't they? So.
Yeah, but nothing. Name one song the Beatles did sounds like "My Sweet Lord." None of them. None of the songs.
Well, I'd have to go back
and
listen
to a
them.
George Harrison song.
I'm going to argue with you on that one. Anyway, number 2 for me is "Mr. Make Believe." This is the one I heard first from Gene. I just think it's a really great song. I love the acoustic guitar in it. Someone around here said he didn't like it. Just a really great song. It was always my number 1, but it did get pushed out this time. So
I think there should be a song named after you or patterned after you on here. "A Man of 1,000 Bad Takes," Dave.
Yeah,
you've been off tonight.
Well, no, actually, most of my middle stuff is the same as most of yours. They're just in different orders.
All right. Number 2 for me is "See You in Your Dreams." And Scott have been pretty well in sync most of this night. This is a great song on Rock and Roll Over. Perfection, I would argue. And it's a great song on this album. The female singers, yes, they do almost drown out Gene Simmons for the most part, but sometimes that's not a bad thing. I mean, it's
you were going to say they ruin it, weren't you?
No, they don't ruin it, because if I didn't know that Paul Stanley was the one echoing Gene Simmons to begin with, I would absolutely love these female singers doing it. The only reason I have a problem with it is because I know I'm missing Paul Stanley's voice doing it, which is far superior to anybody on the world, no matter what's hanging or not hanging between their legs. But for the female singers here, they did a great job on a great song. Don't know why he felt the need to remake it. If he was going to remake a song that he thought was shit on Rock and Roll Over, he should have done "Making Love." And put
you ain't Gene, that's Paul.
So everything you said that I've been an idiot tonight, you just blew that out of the water with that comment.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
what
Scotty.
I don't get is both of you said "See You in Your Dreams" is a perfect song on Rock and Roll Over. You still managed to get it in your top 2 on Gene's album.
Because it's still a good song.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, I would have said it'd be less if it wasn't as good as the original, then it's never going to rate as high for me.
But even not as good as the original, it's better than 8 other songs.
So you don't rate the other songs very highly.
No, I mean, these, don't get me wrong. I like this album. It's a good listen, but none of these are playlists for me, in all honesty. None of them.
There's a lot of
There's a lot of songs from a lot of bands that I really like, but they'll never hit a playlist. But when they're on, I enjoy it.
Remember, we're not meant to rate covers very highly.
What?
Yeah.
But it's a cover. It's a cover, isn't it? So
What is?
Yeah.
this song, "See in Your Dreams," is a
Yeah,
cover.
but the cover of his own song, that doesn't count.
Doesn't matter. It's still a cover.
No.
Still has to drop points for being a cover. It
No,
hasn't been original.
Over your head and
It's a
swallow it.
remake.
Not original.
It's a remake.
Of his own song.
Yeah.
It's not a cover. It's a remake.
It's covering it. Kiss
You can't
did it.
cover yourself.
It's a reimagining.
Because Kiss did this, not Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons sung it.
It still has Kiss. It's
Doesn't
still
matter.
branded Kiss.
I
Boy,
didn't see
Dave
any
is the
Paul Stanley
ultimate
Street
Right,
one.
Lois?
fisherman.
Right,
Dave
Lois,
is the
you're the
ultimate
resident
fisherman
expert
tonight.
here, Lois. It still has the brand name Kiss in the corner, right? It's still a Kiss album, right?
No, this is all about Dave playing fisherman, trying to get everybody's fucking goat, and it's working. God damn you. Your turn for number one, Scott.
Okay. Number one, and it's been number one on here for a long time. And I love it. It's a playlist song. The only one I have on a playlist on this album. It's See You Tonight. It is absolutely fantastic.
I think that was your number one last time, too.
I'm pretty sure it was. I've always loved this song. And even, the MTV Unplugged cover was so damn good. It made me appreciate it that much more. It's fantastic. I think Gene singing, the melody, everything is just great about this song. Don't know why, it just is.
Panthers just scored again too, Scotty.
What's that?
Panthers have just scored again.
No, don't say that. Damn it.
No, I was just kidding.
I was going to say bullshit.
fucking-
I'm watching in real time here.
Third period hasn't even started, has it?
Yeah.
But yeah, See You Tonight, number one for me. D.
All right. For me at number one, this is where I put the leadoff track, Radioactive. What an intro, right? Even though the rest of the song really doesn't match up, I would have expected to hear something like Unholy after that intro. I think if I had actually heard that intro as a child, I may have had nightmares. But obviously I didn't hear that song or as a child. But like Dave said, a great pop rock song after that intro, still good enough for it to be my number one.
I think they should have done the intro and then gone into When You Wish Upon a Star.
Maybe that was
Okay, my number one song for this album. I wish it could have been Always Near You if they ended it better, but they didn't, so that's why I placed it where I did. But this number one song to me is structured perfectly, sung well. The backup female vocalists fit the song so well, adding a strong feeling. The orchestra coming in with the that's for interrupting me. With the orchestra and everything else, and it's just one of the most best structured. It's probably the best structured song in the whole album, Mr. Make Believe. You can't deny its perfection in structure.
I deny it.
I had it at number two.
Yeah, Dave made me happy to hear he put it that high.
I also have it at number two.
There you go. Did you ring the bell for them at that time? I don't remember.
I had it at number two.
No, I should rephrase that. I have it as number two, not at.
Sometimes babies pet me.
Anyway, I'm done.
Dave.
Okay, so it's pretty obvious that two people on this panel are correct, and the number one song is "See You Tonight." Always loved this song. I think I fell in love with it again when MTV version came out as well. I just think it's well written, it's catchy, it's melodic. Gene sings it perfectly. Just a great song.
Are you seeing each other tonight? At the
No.
Tunnel of Love?
No. Because it's daytime here. I can see right in the tunnel of love. There's a bright light.
So the two correct panelists for your number one song, myself and Dayron, is Radioactive. Yes, as a child, this intro was very fucking disturbing, especially looking at that fucking album cover with blood coming out and all that, and knowing Gene for what Gene appeared to be on stage, at least. I love the Satanic Symphony. I love the Oriental female singers. And yes, to Dave's point, it is two different things, and that, as an adult, is a letdown, but I never really thought about it as a kid. I was just happy to be listening to something cool and had that wicked intro, and then it went into a really cool song. Now, as an adult, you see that intro has no business opening that song. But fortunately, the intro's great, the song's great, so it's number one.
Great.
All right. Do we want to cover now versus then?
Are we going to cover it, or are we going to reimagine it or remake it?
Just do a cover. Just make it better than the original.
Okay, I'll mix them up here, so we'll get a complete reimagining of what happened.
Okay.
All right, we'll start with Scooter. Well, both of you had 11 the same, right? So we'll start at number 10. And actually, you each had 10 the same, always near you, nowhere to hide. So we'll start with number 9. Scott, this time you had Mr. Make Believe at number 9. Previously, it was True Confessions. This time it was Living in Sin at number 8. Previously, it was Mr. Make Believe. At number 7 was True Confessions this time around, and last time it was Living in Sin. This time, Man of a Thousand Faces was number 6. Last time it was Tunnel of Love. This time you had Tunnel of Love at number 5, and previously it was Burning Up with Fever. This time you had Burning Up with Fever at number 4, and previously it was Man of a Thousand Faces. This time you put Radioactive at number 3, and previously it was See You in Your Dreams. This time you had See You in Your Dreams at 2. Last time it was Radioactive, and your number 1 song remained the same at See You Tonight.
Way to go, Scotty.
Rob, number 9 was the same, Mr. Make Believe. Number 8 this time was Man of a Thousand Faces. Previously, it was True Confessions. This time, True Confessions made it to number 7. Last time, it was Tunnel Love.
Oh,
big jump there.
Yes, back where it should be.
This time, See You Tonight was number 6. Last time, it was Man of a Thousand Faces. You had Burning Up with Fever at number 5 both times. This time, Living in Sin was number 4. Last time, it was See You Tonight. Tunnel of Love was number 3 this time around. Last time, it was Living in Sin. And your number 2 and number 1s were the same. See You in Your Dreams at number 2 and Radioactive number 1.
So other than the Tunnel of Love jumping up, I was pretty close, and so was Scott.
Yeah, so predictable, Rob.
Yeah.
Well, we learned that you enjoy the Tunnel of Love much more now.
He's probably getting some.
You've made it
incorrect. That would be incorrect, sir. Let's see.
I would have thought his little drink there was clearing up his Tunnel of Love.
It's just changing the millions of things in it.
You know, I have mute buttons for every one of you fuckers.
You know, I don't even want to say what Tunnel of Love really is, because I feel like I'd be stating the obvious, so I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
It's about a love tunnel, isn't it?
Yeah.
About
a carnival ride. It's a carnival ride.
Yeah.
A twat.
A twat. A cunt. A pussy. That's what it is.
A Lewis.
There you go.
He just got us 3 strikes on the YouTube channel right there. Boom, boom, boom.
You're supposed to say
all right. So we have Warning Saturday, of course. What is today? Wednesday? So the next one.
What's the homework for the warning?
The homework
What
is on the
reaction?
page, Darren. It's on the
It's on the
notebook.
page?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I thought it was a reaction.
No. You don't do homework there, douche. You react.
Oh, all right.
Don't
the
watch.
warning fans. To
Okay.
the warning fans, I did watch a little bit of that warning video when I was on my way back from Atlanta. That first song was freaking fire, bro. That was badass. I enjoyed the hell out of it, man. I don't know the name of it.
With Evolve?
I don't know, but I like
Evolve.
it a lot.
Evolve's
I think
hot.
it was Evolve. Okay, so homework for when's your next available day? Talking
Twisted
to you,
Sister,
Darren.
right?
Depends on what the homework is.
It's going to be Twisted Sister. We got to get some of these lists done in between. This is going to be 20 songs that you rank.
The
covers.
Friday.
There's a Spotify link to it as well. Friday?
Is that what you just sent me?
Yeah, the rank your favorite cover out of all of these songs. Do not rank them against the original song.
Yeah,
just rank them. Just listen to them all like these are 20 songs that are the original, and which is your favorite?
Yeah, I can do that by Friday.
Sometimes it's hard if you don't like the song to start with, though.
Yeah, well, this is one of the most eclectic lists of bands. Credit to Dave. I mean, there is something all over the place, genre-wise, and yeah, good point today, because I hate half of these fucking songs by the originals, so I had to listen to them and make sure I still hated them or not by somebody else.
And did you?
No, surprisingly, some of them that I really hated were ones I thought I would have liked, and vice versa. So we'll see.
I mean, to me, the covers of a song you dislike, they help if they actually reimagine it a little bit.
Yes,
So
yes, and some of them did not. Some of them almost played it note for note.
You think, didn't do him any favors.
Louis, you were saying something?
I will not do this one. There were too many songs I could have put at number one. I got confused, or at least indecisive, I should say. I was surprised at some of the songs. Since I'm not going to be doing it, I was really surprised with the Sound of Silence song, because that guy, the only voice I ever heard from that guy was his deep, gravelly voice. And then he gets up there in the high register and he does a fantastic job. But as far as me ranking the songs amongst them with all the others that I think are good, I just can't come up with a list of rankings. So, and I don't want to be lambasted for picking a wrong song.
If we were a cast of The Wizard of Oz, Louis the Cowardly Lion.
I'm the Cowardly Lion, and I will not participate in that episode.
Louis,
you know, Rob's.
Me and Darren, meanwhile, will bleed through our eyeballs listening to Black Sabbath. But okay, Louis, I get it.
Hey,
are you
listen,
Dorothy, Rob?
It's another thing.
Huh?
Are you Dorothy?
I am Dorothy. I got the longest hair, so.
Yeah.
And the biggest boobs.
I don't know. I think mine are bigger.
Come on, let's have a boob off. Come on, people, lift your tops.
Well, if you want to talk firmness, I guess Scott might have the biggest boobs.
Yeah.
Scott, you want to go watch your hockey game, Scotty?
Yes, I do.
The third period just started. We'll see you later.
I've got to. Hey, see y'all Friday.
You bet. Later.
Except for Louis. Cowardly Lion's not coming. You could just go 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D.
No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I
mean, you have to get permission from Darren first, but.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll try to work on it. If I change my mind, I'd pop in on Friday.
Look,
there I'll be.
None of us are going to. I'm assuming that none of us are going to know these songs well enough to lambast you for putting something in a incorrect location.
Let me guess. It's a pride thing for Louis. He doesn't like to shit on songs that he likes, and that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, either way. I mean, you do you. Right?
I'll give it a listen. I'll try again. I'll try to make notes. And like I said, when Friday night comes, if you don't see me by it's 8 Central as usual, right? If you don't see me by 10 after 8 o'clock when the show starts, it means I'm not coming in. I might even send an email, but I'll see what I could do. And
yeah, I'm just busting your balls if you don't feel comfortable doing it. I mean, I know you're already planning on sitting out the sweet one for many of the same reasons.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fine.
Some things I'm just not very good at ranking.
Yeah, me and Dave like shitting on stuff, so we don't care.
I do not like shitting on stuff.
David, you're such a liar.
I'm the nice one, remember? You told me off when I started doing this because you said I was being too nice.
No, actually, for me, it'd be like maybe 4 or 5 I would probably shit on, and the rest I couldn't decide how high to place them. Like I said,
I'm the
give it
opposite.
a try. Yeah, the opposite. You know,
I'm the opposite of that one.
I'm
Actually, I'm not going to give anything away. I'm looking at my list right now. So,
well, hopefully you'll do better with the Australian one.
oh, I like the Australian list. I know Scott's going to hate it, which makes me even happier.
AC/DC's on it, so
yeah,
you like that.
All right, then for Louis, maybe we'll see you Friday, for sure Saturday. For the rest of you, I will see you Friday. Listen to your song. Like I said, if you know you love or hate the song, especially if you hate it, listen to it. Someone may have changed it and made it better, which usually happens with covers.
Well, that's
some of these on here. Some of these on here, it's like they were trying to absolutely mimic everything, and it didn't change.
I was going strictly by the cover versions only. I was not comparing it to the original version.
No, I'm just saying some people will look at a list and say, "Oh, I hate that song," as the original, and not even give the cover a chance.
Oh no, that's what I listened anyway. Just the covers, and I had a hard time. Like, whoa, that's a really good remake, a real good cover, and better than the original. And some covers like, ugh, it's terrible.
I mean, there's some of them, obviously like 2000 Man, I know the original blows. So
yeah, that's being generous.
It is. It's worse than that.
Should do be.
It would have been very hard to make a bad cover of that.
Yeah, you'd have to be retarded and like handicapped physically at the same time, and you'd probably still do better than the
Motley Crue or something.
Yeah. All right. Well, then I will see most of you Friday, for sure Saturday, Louis. Have a good one, guys.
Later.
Yeah.